there's a difference between defensive driving and tactical driving, okay? Defensive driving is to keep the insurance companies nice and pockets loaded, so we don't get in accidents and we stay safe. Tactical driving is to evade some kind of crime, right? What I recommend is for tactical driving, you inflate the tires up to 10% of the max PSI, because you want to allow a little time for heat and expansion, but you want good solid tires. You have to do some quick steering and tires that you don't blow a tire, you get good traction. What I recommend is 1 car length distance between you and the guy in front of you, okay? And then drive in the right lane. Can anybody think of why you would drive in the right lane? What?
That's where all the exits are.
You can get off.
You can jump the curb, and if you leave that car lane, you can pull out. If somebody comes, if it's say you cut somebody off, he comes behind you, he gets out of his car, he has a gun in his hand. Well, you can just jump that curb and drive over the curb and hopefully get away. Different things. You never know what's going to happen, so you want to keep that good car length. Now, again, talking about threat assessment, if I'm driving to rush hour or work, I don't necessarily keep a car length every time because it's a safe time. The chance of something happens is very rare unless it's but if I'm driving at night somewhere and there's a couple cars around, say at night, I'm going to keep that distance, okay? That happened to me when I was in college. It was probably about midnight. Anybody around, I was at a stop sign, nobody around me, the car pulled up next to me, I had my windows down because it's kind of in summer, and some guy gets out, there's a couple guys in the car, and kind of just reaching the windshield, and first he said something kind of small talk, I kind of didn't understand what he says, hey, what's up, and he's kind of in the window, and he says, what do you do if I hit you? And I was like, oh, and I just ignored it. I went through the stoplight and left him standing there. But you have to think outside the box, right? So, I don't know any police officer that would give you a ticket if you ran the red light knowing that you're trying to escape something. They would actually probably pat you on the back. So sometimes you have to think outside of the ordinary, like jumping a curb. The way you think about riding on the sidewalk, right, to get away from somebody, but if they're trying to kidnap you, you do it, right? Stoplights and when there's not a lot of people around are very dangerous, especially if you see a car pull up with a bunch of guys in it. That's a clear sign. Late at night, I can guarantee you they'll look at you or they may be joking, especially if you're a female or something, they may razz you a little bit. Don't do that. Like, try to get as fast as you can, get away from there. If you're safe you're going straight at the red light next to each other, make a right. I don't care if you're not going that way. You can go the long way around, come back or something, and get out of there. Don't hang around. Too, I see somebody even just on the cell phone who's lost in a conversation, who's riding you close, and you're in rush hour coming home. That happens all the time. I'll get out of that lane because if I have to stop quick, she's going to run, or he, whatever. Again, using your mirrors are very important too, especially if you're parked or even just driving. Use your rear mirror, your side mirrors. We'll get into that when you get to the parking lot about your side mirrors and some of the blind spots that these will use. And if you do have any weapons, you want to keep them readily available if that's what you choose to do. I love the guys who want to keep their guns locked in a glove box. But you have to turn the car off and lock it. Come on, even in the glove box is useless. So stuff happens so fast in real life that unless you have it strapped to you, if you're going to have a gun and you plan on using it, if it's a warranted situation, serious bodily injury or death. And then we talk about always drive to a safe area. If somebody's following you, there's a rule: is make 3 right turns and you'll know if they're following you or not. What does 3 right turns do?
Lead you back to safe place.
Gets you back to where you started, right? You do that and they're still following you. You need to be on the phone with 911 saying, hey, like somebody's following me. You can get the description of the car. Actually, while you're driving, right? Don't stop driving, and you can drive straight to a police station, right? And you want to get them on the phone, let them know what's happening. It's very important.